Weirdest mysteries in MMA history. Everybody loves a good mystery to engage and challenge their intellect. We like puzzles and plot twists, clever surprises that we didn't guess at, as well as guessing where the plot is going before our hero crime solver. Welcome to the House of Wonders and Mysteries. Today I brought you the weirdest mysteries that happened in the history of MMA. Some of them are solved, while some of them are waiting for you to solve them. So without wasting any more time, let's start the silly wonders. Lee Murray. Any fans of Lee Murray here? But wait, what do you love him for? For his martial arts skills, or that he created a scene similar to a money heist? Before you say anything, yeah, he robbed a bank. And no, he wasn't printing money, nor did he steal the gold. During the fine and peaceful years of around 2006, he robbed a bank. He stole around 35 million euros from the Bank of England. Yeah, 32 million euros. Even to this day, the stashing place of these 32 million euros is still unknown. He was arrested in June 2006 by Moroccan police. They said that they'd been tracking him for 3 months before the arrest. Police say that there were around 30 people involved in the robbery. Today, he's sentenced to 2035. But he couldn't wait that long. In 2009, he made a failed attempt of escaping the Sale prison. He was attempting to cut the window's iron bar with saws. The mystery of Lee is one of the greatest mysteries ever. Jon Jones mystery. Known as one of the best MMA fighters under the light heavyweight division, he used to be the UFC light heavyweight champion. He engraved this title after him 2 times. One in the timeline of 2011 to 2015 and the second from 2018 to 2020. While in 2021, he's ranked 6th in the UFC pound-to-pound ranking. Besides all his successful career in MMA, he's done somewhat strange things his career. One was during the timeline of 2014 after UFC 165. It was a fight between Jon Jones and Alexander Gustafsson. After that match, he got into an online argument with one of the fans of Gustafsson. That argument was all about homophobic slurs, or in other words, gay insults. He went on a rampage on that poor fan. The fan then accused him of blocking him on Twitter and posted all of his conversations with Jones online. Jones then went out on Twitter saying that his phone got lost and he didn't have access to it or his bank accounts. His manager defended him on that one too. But you know the strange part of all this mess? After his arguments, he happened to post a selfie on Instagram. So if his phone was stolen, how did he happen to take a picture and upload it? This is a question unknown to this very day. Or wait, we know the answer. He did it himself. George St-Pierre. GSP is indeed one of the best MMA fighters. He's been a champion in 2 different weight classes, welterweight and middleweight. He's a man of Kyokushin Karate, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Gaido Jutsu, and Shotokan. He's a great fighter, but he's known as the Vaseline guy. Why is he called that? You're about to find out. His Vaseline story started in 2009 when he was having a rematch against Penn. In round 2, his corner buddy was caught applying Vaseline all over his torso and shoulders. When in the first round GSP was having a bad day, suddenly his gameplay improved. While in the 4th round of the match, he won by TKO. Penn and his camp then pursued a legal case against GSP, while Dana White was in his rage profanities. Penn wasn't the only one. He did this with Jason Miller, Matt Hughes, Sean Shark, and so on had been haunted by Vaseline. However, even though he'd been using Vaseline, GSP was declared not guilty by the court. So why did the court do it? Nobody knows. Anderson Silva. I know what you're thinking. Has Anderson Silva also joined the team? Yes, I know. He's been the UFC middleweight champion for the longest time of 2,457 days. So you don't need to tell me that. You would find his enigmatic story the funniest. It was UFC 183 when he crushed Nick Diaz, but the match was declared no contest. It was because Anderson failed the drug test. His system was found filled with drostanolone and androstane. He was also filled with anti-anxiety drugs like oxazepam and temazepam. To save himself, he gave an unbelievable excuse. Despite that his system was filled with steroids, he told the media that he's been taking a sexual performance drug. What was that drug? It's unknown to this very day. However, he further said that his dear friend bought him that drug in Thailand. The enigmatic explanation is unknown, but his silly excuse has still been orbiting the octagon as a joke. Don't worry, guys. The mysteries of silly excuses like these are coming down the way. Frank Mir. Frank Mir conquers under the heavyweight division. He's been a two-time UFC heavyweight champion. He's known as the first man who knocked Antonio Rodrigo out cold. But in MMA, he's not known for his conquests, but kangaroos. What? It was before the match with Mark Hunt in 2016. He failed his drug test with oral turinabol metabolites. To save himself, he even gave a funnier excuse. It was because of kangaroo meat. He said that last night he had a dinner at a restaurant in Roos, and that the Australian breeders inject their kangaroos with steroids for faster growth. He further added that he and his friends didn't know where they ate last night. So much for an excuse, by the way. Alistair Overeem. Alistair is mostly known for holding a title in MMA, K1 kickboxing at the same time. He's been a Strikeforce heavyweight champion, Dream heavyweight champion, and so on. But like every other fighter on our list, he also has a mystery behold. But his mystery is the most fascinating. In 2012, he failed a pre-drug test at UFC 146. His system had whooping testosterone. He had a testosterone to epitestosterone ratio of 14:1. Don't know what that means? It's a very intensive level. A normal guy has a ratio of 4:1. He blamed anti-inflammatory medication for this. If we were to look into history, we'll find that he was a skinnier fighter who turned into a Hulk of 265 pounds. On the blaming part, he said it was because of horse meat. Lee Murray. After a long time, we're back to the mastermind criminal Lee Murray. Why are we back at him? Because he has an interesting story to tell us. There are a lot of stories regarding Murray when he was stabbed in central London in 2005, and that's when his MMA career ended. You'll find a lot of stories on the internet about how he was stabbed, but mostly they'll lead to unleashed mysteries. But luckily, we've got a script for his interview after he got recovered. The interview asked him to tell the audience about his story of the London Brawl. He then started as, "I was at the nightclub partying and gambling. When I went out with my friends, some guys were fighting with each other. One of my friends had a friend involved in it, so he went out to help his friend while I engaged to help him." Lee further said that when he was fighting 5 guys, he got stabbed in the head. Lee thought that it was just a punch, so he continued fighting. After that, he found that his chest was all covered in blood, so he rushed from the fight, covering the hole. Knowing that he'd been stabbed in the heart, he jumped into a car of 2 random girls who saved his life. This is one of the most intriguing mysteries and stories ever. I'm sorry guys, you've reached the end of our video. If you adored our video, then press the like button. Also, subscribe to our channel for more sporty and entertaining videos. Lastly, don't forget to mention your favorite mystery here. We'll see you at the next one.